This is turning the broken water wheel. What am I doing here? I can just keep spinning it around forever. Is that opening the gate? Or dropping the gate, rather? Hold on. Maybe there's a chain right there I have to interact with. Yep, it's right to hell here. Right, but now I'm on the wrong side. Is that why I need to change the position of this thing? Will that let me run around to the other side? Or bring my boat here? Do I have to, like... Oh, I think I have to bring my boat around just to put this gate in the downward position. Okay, this is not overly complicated, but it's also kind of annoying. If this works the way I think it does. It's just time consuming. Okay, so if I leave it right there, now I can bring my boat around. Presumably, anyway. He's gonna start trying to tell that story again. I don't want him to tell the story until I'm, like, in the water for a long time.
Right there. We were in the middle of a story, weren't we?
Yeah.
Odin had invited Hrungnir to his palace in Asgard, getting the simple giant drunk to amuse the court. Or I can just tell you the story later.
Sorry, Mimir. Busy right now. I'm sure you understand. What the hell's back there, by the way? I think that's another stat upgrade I could go grab. I should probably do that while I'm over here. Since it's right there.
Wow, there's two of them, and they're huge. I wonder why they aren't moving.
What exactly are you referring to, kid? We've got luck increased by 2.
We were in the middle of a story.
Those are 2 really good finds that we've
Odin
had.
had invited Hrungnir to his palace in Asgard, getting the simple giant drunk to amuse the court. I was there. I saw the Aesir laugh as Hrungnir leapt upon his shield and swore he'd kill us all and take our womenfolk back to Jotunheim. Thor shows up. And does he laugh? Oh no. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Sorry guys, that story is so disjointed. I haven't followed like a single word of it. And you guys probably haven't either. I'll try to avoid that in the future. Breaking up the stories like that. Okay, so 1, 2... Okay, so which one's the shortest one? That one's pretty damn short, so let's do that one last. That'll work. And for all this hardship, we are rewarded with a fancy-looking chest. Ooh, Glaive Storm, heavy runic attack. Throw the Leviathan axe towards any nearby targets, automatically seeking out, hitting, and inflicting frost damage to any enemies caught in its path. Well, let's take a look. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, wow. So it doesn't seem to do a ton of damage. It does a little bit of everything, but not a lot of anything. But that just looks so neat. Oh, I think I gotta try that, guys. We have so many runic attacks. It's a little ridiculous, honestly. Right now on heavy, I have Mists of Helheim, which I think I got, and then I didn't even really use it until now. That seemed alright. With the amount of frost damage that does, it's actually pretty handy. But I'll tell you what, I really want to try this guy out. So, that's what we will do. And let's see what else this area has for us. That's good. Gonna need a lot of silver after all the money I just spent at Brock. Who ought to be, like, independently wealthy now thanks to me. Okay. I guess that's about it for this place. Do one last peek. Yeah. Fantastic. And we do still have a chest here that we can't actually get, which makes me very, very sad. I just want to take a look at this, guys. Let's see what this actually looks like. So that didn't actually last as long as it looked like it was going to last. Maybe it's because there was not actually an enemy to use it on. Let's see. It automatically seeks out. So yeah, I guess it'll last longer the more enemies there are, up to a certain point. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Okay, that was a fun detour, but we should really get back to the task at hand, which is the main story. At least for a little while. My controller just vibrated like crazy, by the way. I don't think it's ever done that before for one of these spots. Not like with that kind of veracity.
Right then, where were we? Ah yes. Thor arrives at the palace in Asgard to find Hrungnir, the simple stone giant, carousing on Odin's mead. Thor takes one look at the drunken stone buffoon and brings down Mjolnir on his head so hard that he's got chunks of Hrungnir in his own skull to this day. Thor is so startled by the face full of rock, he doesn't notice Hrungnir's body topple right onto him with a sickening crunch. And again, the roars of laughter echo through the palace halls.
That's an awful story, Mjolnir. Nothing like the ones Mother told me.
Let that be a lesson, my son. Truth is seldom so pretty as myth and legend.
So we've got an entry for Hrungnir, a mighty giant made of frost and stone. Looks like he had a huge fight with Aesir and Vanir gods. He battles Thor, and it looks like they both lose. Hrungnir the brawler, a head of stone but the mind of a child. Odin tricks him into getting drunk and rowdy in Asgard. Thor smashes his head, but he ends up crushed and everybody laughs. Aesir are the worst. I don't know, that's pretty funny to me. Like what bits I was able to piece together of that story. It honestly sounds pretty hilarious. But maybe that's just because I'm a psychopath. Rightio. Here we are. That would be a spirit right there. So he's a very sad spirit. Somebody died. We'll talk to him and find out who in a second. Here we can open this.
Good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
Here we go!
Oh! What the hell? Oh, that's a mean-looking ogre right there. That is what that is. Alright. Is that a fucking dark elf? Why do you have a dark elf helping you out? There's two of them! Oh god, this sucks. Alright. Here we go. Get him. Get them all. Ooh, that's good damage. I like that. That's real good. Ooh. Okay, we gotta kill these guys first, I think. Nice one, kid. Ha, not quite fast enough, bitch. Oh, they're giving us some Spartan rage. I will acquiesce. Yo, this dude's actually not that strong. Look at this. Damn, I like glitched him out with that. Alright. Anybody else want to get beat by an ogre? Or did you all learn your lesson already? I think they learned their lesson. Oh, now they show up. Yeah, of course, now they do. Shit. Alright. Now it's just you guys.
I see improvement.
Yeah, so that went pretty well, all things told. That ogre was not nearly as strong as I expected him to be. Alright. Decent loot. What's your story, pal?
You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy.
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death, if only for a short while.
Boy, we are leaving.
Yeah, so that...
They've taken 3 of Sweet Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake.
Okay.
Bring me her bones, child. Gulvig will reward you.
So, yeah, that's very obviously bullshit, right? But I am
Father?
really curious.
Maybe we should look for those bones.
Why?
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again. If we keep an eye out
Look
while
if you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's errand.
Yeah. I am really curious, like, how that would play out. Because, you know, like, the mom's not going to come back to us through some kind of side quest. But also, I wonder what he's talking about. I don't think that dude's straight up lying. I think there's just going to be some kind of twist to it.
I have a question. If Ymir was the first giant, where did he come from?
In the beginning, there was Ganungagop, the Great Void. There were no realms yet, only primordial forces. There was fire, and there was ice. And there in the void they met and produced
Water?
more than water. The mystic lifeblood of something entirely new. From this water, Ymir took form and became a being of pure creation and chaos, mother and father to all that came after.
Even the Aesir?
This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you.
Too many stories.
There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, the quarrel of the earth spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son. But in his emotional state, soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, He caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Man, I hope we actually get to meet Thor in this game, because he's popping up in a lot of these stories. And he's by far, like, the most popular figure from Norse mythology, right? So you'd figure he'd be all over the place.
Can you figure out killed him? Oh no. He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. But the truth is, the sweaty ball bag just got lucky.
The ball bag. Well, here we have made it to our destination. I was going to look for those bones, guys, but then I realized they weren't just going to be in the water. It was going to be a whole ordeal. So I decided maybe we should save that for later.
Just give the word.
Alright. What is that guy? Oh, is that a wolver? I think it's a wolver. Alright. Here we go.
Not yet.
Dude ain't shit. Oh, he brought a buddy. Ow! He does attack quickly. Oh, not quick enough though, bitch. Oh shit. Now he's pissed. Now he is pissed. He's got that undodgeable quick attack.
Ready and wait.
Oh, nice try. Ah! Damn it, I got greedy, guys.
We seek a chisel.
The tip of one, yes. A very, very giant chisel.
So, a wolver's howls a sign they are going into a frenzy where they can attack with incredible speed. If Father finds himself caught in the wolver's frenzy attack, I may be able to draw the wolver's attention with a well-placed arrow. Really? Huh. That's good to know. I mean, ideally, I'd like to not ever be caught in that attack again. But I'll have to try to remember that.
That big crystal on the giant's ring looks promising.
Alright. Another hidden chamber.
Magically sealed, I'm afraid.
Let me hear, why won't you tell me how to get in? I know you know. You know things. Should probably shoot that with an arrow. I can see a chest right there. And I'm guessing I can't get up into that. That's where the wolver came from. Alright.
Darn, that didn't seem to do anything.
Well, let's try it again.
Brother, looks like that crystal's brimming again.
Okay, so what if we hit it up like 4 times? Nope. Dude, he wasn't kidding. This really is a giant. It's the hand of a giant. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, I can interact with it. I can swivel it around? Oh, we're going to use this to break the ice. Oh, okay. Let's go the other way first then, actually. If it'll allow me to do such a thing. Nice.
Oh, neat trick, lad.
Thanks. His idea.
It was, wasn't it? Great. Wonder if this dude's gonna wake up at some point. I would think not. He seems to be dead and frozen, but you never really know in places like this. Is that another hidden chamber right down there? Wow, it's really close. Alright.
What happened to the survivors?
Oh, Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
That's pretty cool, actually. That's a really cool story.
It's locked magically.
Wait, is this like the other side of the one that we found? Because I didn't get credit for discovering it. Must be, I suppose. So the whole reason we're here is to find this drill, right? Or a chisel. It's a chisel, not a drill. Hello. We haven't really heard a whole lot about it. I wonder if it's a real thing from Norse mythology or if it's just some shit they made up for the game. Oh. This is some really excellent level design, guys. This feels neat. I wish I could ask the boy to read that stuff. Aha.
What's that up there?
We got some rare chest armor. Girded defensive armor favoring runic. Sounds... Oh, okay. Well, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But it's not going to replace what I have. Because I don't want to lose all that cooldown. We don't gain as much in strength, and runic is a stat that I don't care a ton about, generally speaking. At least not in comparison to the other ones. But I like that we're finding better and better armor. We're having some decisions to make.